Howdy, party people. Doing a live shave today, and we're going with Talbot Shaving Lost Fort. This is a collaboration between Talbot Shaving, Cape Cod Wet Shaving, John Bonham, and Mal Grooming. I think it's Mal. I think that's how you pronounce it, M-A-O-L. They are, I guess, closing up shop, and today I just wanted to do a shave with their products. Just kind of give them a little nod, a little homage. I love this. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Hanzo? Kathleen? Anton? What's up? What's up? Eyelash. We are going to be going with the Hadoson straight razor, of course. And soaking here is the Turn and Shave Bullet Boar Brush. If you haven't seen this, it is all copper. Nice little patina going. And probably going to have some people come on. Here we go. A couple guests, maybe one or two, we'll see. What's up, what's up? Just letting everybody come into the room. Well, into the live. It's not really a room, but... Oh, here we go. What's up, DJ? Yes, it is a 26... Here. It is a 26 millimeter Shoat untreated boar knot. Just means that it doesn't have any of the jelly stuff. So it doesn't soak up... Oh, let me get that invite. To not soak up all of the lather.
Hey,
the lather. What's up, buddy?
How are you?
Good. How are you,
man?
How's it going? Nice, good stuff. Thanks for joining me. I know it's like last minute. I didn't really put up the post like that I was going to be doing a live shave till a little while ago.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate
kind of my thing is doing it without warning.
Yeah, I feel you. So what are you rolling with today?
I've really been enjoying the new C4 base from Gentleman's Nod, so I'll be using George. This one's a little bit different because it was like a precursor to what he's released. Hi, Anton. Hi, Kathleen. Sorry, I didn't say hey before. But this one is kind of like a cheerful, nice, fruity tobacco incense scent, which is a complete diversion from leather tobacco, which is like one of the most intense fragrances I've ever smelled. Because I have that too.
Hang on one second. Okay, sorry. Yeah, George. I love George. George is really good. What is that, like one of your favorites out of the Gentleman's line?
Yeah. Currently, it's my favorite. I think it pairs decently with Naxos, which I've been wearing like every day recently. So that's what I'm going to do today. But
didn't even get a chance to
you're
fine.
So
I'm gonna do that real quick.
Takes me forever to load my brush and all that stuff, so... Oh, goodness. I gotta go get my sprayer. I don't know what I've done with it, so that was good timing, actually.
So for those of you that don't know, this strap, do North shaves, Mark. I've shown this before, but his straps are now live on the website. He's got two versions, I believe. One with a sick handle on the end, and one with this kind of hole punched design. If you're getting into straight razors, highly recommend you check them out because I'm loving this one. I mean, in comparison
Goodness.
to my,
I just had to run a marathon to get that. Oh, up and down stairs. All of it. All right, let me see. Someone asked something about what's the base on George. It's his newest version of C4. So it comes together a lot more dense and like creamy. It's not as low structure. It's a bit higher structure. It's what I prefer personally in a soap base. You'll see whenever I lather it. I just got Musashi in earnest, which is good, but I want to try George. Yeah, you should.
Do you have Musashi? Musashi's fire. I love the yuzu note. It's like my new favorite thing, yuzu.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good stuff, yuzu. So I'll be using this brush, which is my beloved Thader 2-band silver tip.
Nice.
That, and I'll be using my Sistrum razor. I figured you'd probably be using your razor from Griffith today, so that's why I chose that.
Yep. Nice. Yep. The good old
Is that what you're using today? Cool.
Yeah.
I just shipped out
Yes,
Anton's straight razor today, so that should be getting to him in God knows how long, but I'm really excited for him to try it because it's honestly one of the best edges that I've ever personally gotten to shave with. So that razor is just, it has an incredible steel on it. It feels very much like yours. Like the Japanese carbon steels all feel kind of similar.
Okay.
But yeah.
Now, is his new old stock or is his
It's
just straight up
up vintage.
What's up, Kirk? Nice.
But yeah, I think it was a really good value. Both of your razors were. Yo, what's up, Kirk? Good to see you.
Howdy ho. Who else is there? Is Austin here? Oh, I think I saw Austin come in. Nice.
So things like I often don't have things I'm like looking forward to like getting because I don't really buy myself software anymore. But
Yep.
I am excited to get the rest of the that Saponificio set, getting the aftershave and body wash and stuff. I have tried the body wash and it's very good. But the other thing that I'm really excited about,
Nice.
and this used to be the bowl that I would use all the time. People would make fun of me for it, but I'll be honest. Like these Pyrex bowls are like you can drop them. All they're so they're just like unbreakable almost.
They're legit. Tobin, what's up, buddy?
But yeah, I'm excited to get a bowl
Pyrex
from AKA. He's making me one that's gonna be a pretty funny color combination. I guess I can say it here because there's not too many people here, but I'm gonna get camouflage and hunter orange. So that's gonna be pretty funny.
That's cool. Hunter orange is very, very specific, so it's very
Yeah, I
interesting to see
just
how that's
wanted
going
it
to
to
come out.
look like a as redneck as possible because that's kind of part of my brand is like being like even like my fashion sense is like there has to be something kind of like faux billy about it. That's a term that I learned recently is faux billy.
Faux Billy, that's fun. That's funny. Yeah, I haven't. I've got a couple bowls, but I don't have any bowls that are like super legit. I mean, this is pretty legit.
Dude,
I
that's
like this
awesome.
Langley
Actually,
City, but like
what?
the three two. Yeah, I like the honeycomb design. Just for me, it just helps really well build a lather. But Pyrex, isn't that like glass?
Yeah, it's a really tough glass. I don't really know exactly what makes Pyrex, but it's always been really thick, tough glass.
Uh-huh.
It's a friend of mine, he was like, I actually collect those bowls, which was such a random thing. And he was like, that series is called Amber Friendship, and they're mixing bowls. And we have like the whole set.
Okay.
There was a period of time where I would just use like the different sizes up them and not like say anything. And sometimes it would seem like it was growing, you know?
Yep. Yeah.
Um, gosh, I feel like there was something else that I wanted to talk about. Hopefully it'll come to me.
Do you have any board brushes? I was meaning to
Yeah,
ask you that. Do
I've
you like
got
board at
two
all?
that I'm really fond of. I can show you them real quick. So I have this one. I think both of these knots were put in by J.R. Reyes. This one had like cracked previously and had to be fixed a couple times. That's why it has this weird thing going on. But this is a Kent Designs moon soaps brush. And this is an old Ever Ready. So these stay in my collection because they're actually the knots are nice enough that I like to keep them around.
So Anton says Seth Pyrex equals borosilicate
He would
tempered
know,
glass.
wouldn't he? So Anton actually came up with a really good like possible like alternate name for my business account here on Instagram. Because right now it's just the Jesus of vegans, and I don't think it rubs some people the right way. But you'll have to. I can't remember exactly what you said before, but if you could put it in the chat, because I'm just gonna butcher the name, and it's a really good like I don't know. It'll keep it in line with kind of like the Jesus of vegan, Satan of hamburgers thing, but and still like keep it in a kind of like religious reference, but not be as obvious as like Jesus. Interested to. I I don't even know honestly who he's talking about, but I was captivated by it whenever he said it.
What's up, Carlito? Yeah, did you see his video of him with
Yeah, I
the
did.
unbreakable mirror?
I don't know was like an ad like
That was
that I was
crazy.
just seeing randomly, and I was like, oh my god, that's Anton.
Yeah. Like I knew they made that, but it's pretty cool that it's on a commercial level that complexes can install that. Like one of the things he was saying was like there was a psychiatric hospital who had an incident where a guy broke the glass and then used it to hurt himself, so they can implement that so that that can't happen again.
Man, that's really sad. I had the craziest thing happen to me today. I was at the post office, and this lady like gets done doing what she's doing at the counter. She turns around and she locks eyes with me, and she goes, "Jesus is coming!" And then I'm like, my eyes widen like this, and like I think she realized like, oh, maybe he's not on board with this, and she goes, 23,000 people just died. Woo! And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, it was like she was celebrating. I was like, that was wild.
What the
And then
heck?
I like helped this older couple with their stuff to get their stuff out the door. And I had my mask on, so I guess they couldn't tell that I was a guy. And the old man was like, "Thank you, ma'am," and I was like, "All right, I'll just let you have that because I was trying to be nice."
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
that.
Hephaestus of Honors.
But I'm sure people will bitch and moan not to change my name. At least Mel will.
So Tobin's got. Oh, it disappeared. What happened? Oh, never mind. It's gone.
I don't know. Ooh, got a good mouthful of that soap. This soap is incredibly dense and creamy stuff. Like, it's got that like sour cream thing going on that I really like.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I did
Art,
not
what's up,
mean to
Art?
eat that much.
Should say as Vulcan in Roman myths. Ah, okay. No problem.
Wait, what is it?
Uh, as Vulcan in Roman
Oh,
myths.
okay, okay.
Saw your. Oh, Art's leaving and then coming back. Okay. What's up, Oscar? Good job today on the TRC Live.
Yeah, I had just woken up whenever that came on and needed to go to the post office, so I wasn't able to stick around. But I did catch a little bit of it.
Yeah, me too. I set my alarm to get up for it, but you hit the snooze button and then you're like, okay, 10 minutes, and then somehow 45 minutes went by and I didn't get a chance to get in until like 2 minutes before they ended.
Anton says that it's the Greek name of Vulcan. Cool. No, Walter, this is George from Gentleman's Nod. This is his newest version of the bass. It's changed quite significantly. It reminds me a lot of Lothar. It reminds me a lot of Katie's Bubbles' new bass. It sits really nicely on the face, but I'm using this razor today, freshly honed, so should be good.
I like that
It's
Katie's
really good.
Bubbles new base. Yeah.
I have to be so careful with this edge because this is one of the ones that will just like touch you and like cut you.
Yeah. Good Lord. I love the scent on this Lost Fort. If you guys haven't checked out Lost Fort, highly recommend it. The scent is fantastic. But for me, the thing about Talbot that I always liked is and I use post-shave products, but like the post-shave on it, if you don't immediately put a balm or splash on, you just kind of like, clean up while you're letting it dry. It's like, I have yet to find another soap that is that good of a post-shave feel. You almost don't need a splash or a balm. I know you were saying that the SV soap you liked a lot too. How's the post-shave
It's
on that?
okay.
That's like
It's not great. Like that was my biggest knock on it was the post shave.
Yeah.
But I like the scent so much that I don't mind it.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
You really should consider getting yourself a sponge of some kind because I really resisted getting one, and I'm glad that I finally got one.
Instead of using water, because I saw a couple people, like one dude uses like he doesn't. I forgot who it was, but he was like, I just use a hair dryer after to dry all of my blades. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think it's fine. I don't really have any opinions on it. It's more convenient for me to wipe it off on the sponge and then have like a little microfiber and just no water involved if I can help it. But yeah, I think it's Jacques that does that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Dapper shaves. Yes. Because I didn't know if it was like a rust thing, like the pin could rust if you don't dry it that well, or the blade will rust or whatever, and the heat could like bend, warp the scales.
Trying to let people hear this razor because this is one of my most actually all my favorite razors are really vocal. They're all like that. I can't wait for you to get yours a really vocal razor because there's something about like the timbre and like how forgiving they are that is just incredibly satisfying.
Carlos, what's up, Automobilios?
Hey, buddy.
Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate that. Never as good as Seth's. Seth always has like the best lather.
You'll get there one day, man. You're close. You're very close. I don't, I'm kind of in the camp of like close enough. I don't really need a good lather to have a good shave anymore. Although it helps. Like it makes me feel good. This lather from this new Gentleman's Nod is crazy. Like I don't really stand for Gentleman's Nod. It's usually like Lothar or something. But man, like I'm extremely impressed with this new base of his. Having a El Caboose. It's a craft Mexican lager.
Greg. My girlfriend used to call me Really? Gentleman's Knot made my skin burn even unscented.
I don't know what that's about, but I'm not going to take that away from you because that used to happen to me with every barrister and man base that I used. So I don't use them anymore. Yeah.
Really? Interesting. I wonder if it's because of all of the
I don't know.
ingredients in it.
Whatever this is, it's really nice. How are you liking this strop? Is it doing what you want?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was talking about it just a few minutes ago when you went to go get your stuff. I was just saying, like, compared to the other one that I have, which obviously is like not a real strop. I mean, it is a strop, but like, not a high quality one. It's night and day difference. Like, it would take me like 50, like the same level that it took for 25 stroke. I don't know what you call them, but I would have to do like double on the other one because the leather is not really that good.
I hear you. I don't really value like efficiency on strops, to be honest. Like they're more of a tool to like sneak up on straightening an edge for me. But I hone razors, so like it's a completely different thing for me. I would assume that guys who just want to have a shave, it's completely different. Not to be like contrarian, I'm just that's kind of where I'm at.
No, yeah, yeah. I mean, you've got a hell of a lot more experience too, so you know what you're actually looking for.
All right, this thing's really gonna scream here in a second. It always does on this pass.
Oh yeah,
That's
you
my
can really
favorite when it just like wipes the hair off. Just don't even have to like do anything. Yours is looking like it's working really well still too.
Mm-hmm.
I just recently like put a different JNAD edge on it just to see how it would react. So this is a Shobudani edge, whereas before it was a Wakasa. I just hone because I want to. It doesn't need it. I also like the feeling of like a freshly honed blade most of the time. Keith Johnson says something similar. I heard him say it, and then I was like, I wonder what that would feel like. And I started doing it like a lot more, and it, kind of stuck. Oh, this is such a nice razor.
It's cool that you get to experiment like that and try different edges, especially on different blades.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like that's one of the biggest reasons why I like, I hone is so I get to try all these different razors and, you know, I get to see people's reaction when they try my edge, and like that's my favorite part is like now you understand like what it is that I'm so passionate about.
Yeah. And I see a lot of people getting into straight razor shaving now. Like
For sure.
Pretty
There's a big
cool.
wave of people getting into it right now, and it's really exciting because, I mean, I want to be able to share that passion with everybody, and you know, that just means like more razors I get to try, you know, not to be
Yep.
like selfish or anything. It's just exciting because it gets really lonely, like being a straight razor shaver amongst all these DE shavers.
Oh yeah, no, I I feel you.
Hmm.
Thanks, Rob. You too. Hope you are all enjoying your Saturday
Gosh,
so far. Glad the weekend's here.
I need to get like a little rag.
That's true, Oscar. There really is nothing like a straight razor shave.
Someone should start making like
Like
straight razor like towels, like little hand towels or like things to like stretch your face. Like I would buy that.
hmm Yeah, because I know some people are sensitive to alum and they like break out even if they put it on their fingers. Why does it say there's a question and then it just
That's
doesn't
weird.
show up?
DEs aren't for the face. I agree, Art. I use mine I don't use mine on my face.
Thing I like about straights too is I said this before. It's like you can actually feel when it's cutting.
Yeah,
You know?
sometimes you can't, and that's when it gets really creepy. But a good edge will typically have some bite. Art is saying to contort your face. I don't know if he's talking to me or you, but I definitely.
I think he's just saying in general, instead of using a towel or alum or
Oh,
whatever.
I absolutely have to sometimes because I have these chubby cheeks of mine. They need something to let the hair get cut. Poor Dracon only sees the dark side. Yeah, I actually figured out that that's not a great razor for doing that stuff with. Um, so like chest and legs and stuff, it's great, but that area, because the blade, like the angle of approach is so um, puff the cheeks out. Wait, I'm sensing that you're not a fan of like putting your fingers on your face at all, Art. Like, is that true or I don't know, maybe I'm misreading that. No, I mean the open comb's great because like it doesn't get clogged up like a regular DE does. Um, but anyway, I don't know. I It's just that the angle of the Dracon is too uh, like it's too high. Like you have to hold it up too high for it to be safe for that kind of stuff. For me at least.
For what, like
Yeah.
body shaving?
People don't like to talk about that.
hmm
I feel like it should be more a part of our hobby though.
Oh, I agree. I mean, there's nothing wrong with manscaping. Badoomsh. I do sometimes, but fingers get watery.
Why
Yeah.
I that's why I want the like the little towel because I feel like I can stretch better. I can't as much as I can contort my face. My face is too fat uh, to like really get the stretch that I want it. So I always keep a towel handy. Keep my fingers dry. Like right now, I'm gonna like pull at the skin on my neck right here to like pull that more taut.
Yeah, exactly, Kathleen. It's like if you have a significant other or someone else that's in your life that sees your body, um, it's not always just about you. Like it can get, especially dudes, it can get pretty crazy. You end up looking like George of the
Mm-hmm.
Jungle.
And I mean, hair. I'm not. I'm not getting those OJ gloves, Art. I'm not doing it. That's funny though. But like, hair holds a lot of bacteria, and that causes other issues. Um, so just to be safe, it's kind of nice. And I get tired of shaving my face all the time. So, do a little exploration, a little spelunking, if you will. So this is how I was telling John to hold his razor before. Like he was having trouble holding it like this. So what I like to do is like hold my finger out here on the spine, gives another point of contact,
Okay.
and I feel like I can let my wrist be a little bit more loose.
Yes.
Yes, also it's good for self-care. It's good to do for men. You can find a potential problem through the weeds, so to speak. Yeah, for sure. Women don't like having to pick hair out of their teeth, Like, um, and all the other nasty stuff that can happen with hair. Sorry, I almost lost it for a second because the way you have your lather painted on, you look like a you look like
Mm-hmm.
a cartoon clown
A
right
clown?
now. It just like caught me by surprise when I looked up. Man, that's funny.
Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, that edge is crazy. It's actually so like I'm getting a little bit of redness and it's because I used just a tiny bit too much pressure. So I'll know next time not to do that. But the redness will go away like right after my shave. I have very, very, very sensitive skin. I have really dry skin, so it just does not react well to shaving sometimes. Like, no matter how gentle, no matter how nice I treat it beforehand, it's just something I gotta deal with. Yeah, you can miss me with that waxing stuff because I ain't doing that. That is like so
Mm-mm.
painful. I can't because like I feel like men have like really stout hair follicles, and they go deep, you know, and Like, I mean, we bleed whenever we get waxed. Like, I've been waxed before, and it was not fun. I, I'm telling you, like my hair roots like go into my body. Like they've set like they're like cactus. All right. I think that is it for me. I mean, I could do a little around the jawline, but eh. Oh, waxing nose hair? Yeah, that sucks too.
That sounds awful.
I actually need to get like a new like nose hair remover.
Man, so slick. Jeez. I
feel like we haven't even talked about Talbot or anything.
Yeah, I mean that sucks. I mean, I'm happy that you know.
You, buddy.
Take it easy, Anton. I'm happy that he's moving on to better things that he wants to move on to. But obviously, it's always sad to see an artisan leave the community.
Yeah, also, I guess, like, what is there to say? Like, they had perfectly good reason to move on, and that's that.
Now, it's not the same person that runs Mal or Mail
I don't
and Talbot,
know.
right?
Like,
It's
I've honestly never owned either Talbot or Mal, however you say it. Meow.
Yep.
Right, meow.
Yeah, yeah. They're actually doing one last drop. They're doing another run of Frankenlime, which is coming out at top of the chain. They're taking pre-orders now, but that will be the last release that you'll ever be able to get. Maybe they might do some in the future, but
This is what I'm going for with my bowl.
nice. Kind of like a Easy E slash hillbilly type
for
vibe.
sure. It's South will rise again.
Yeah.
Not
No,
really. No, it won't. Oh, what?
Take it easy, Kathleen. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, Art thought it was just. It wasn't both of them. That sucks. He's just now finding this out through us.
Yep, both of them.
Have you ever tried Naxos before?
No, I have not. I did go to that decant place though that you told me about, and I've got a cart ready to go, and I believe it's Naxos and Neo.
Yeah, you should try. You should try that Diptyque fragrance too, if you like fig.
I don't know if I like fig. I don't think I've ever had anything with fig in it.
Um,
I'm trying to think of like anything that actually has fig in it that I've tried.
the only like shaving scent that I own that has fig in it right now is Cadota, and I have a suspicion that it's really
Take it
see
easy,
Bill.
William.
Bye bye. It was really inspired by Diptyque Philosophos. That's the name of the scent.
Okay.
And it just doesn't have the coconut in it. So often with like these like sappy uh, fig leaf, fig tree type scents, you get this like fig tree sap kind of element that comes across as coconut.
Mm-hmm.
It's lactonic and milky, um, and it often comes off as coconut. So Crown and Crane have a fig soap, and it's banging. Yeah, I've seen that one, and I meant to get it a long time ago, but man, that train has left for me. Like I'm not buying software right now if I can help it. But if you want to try a fig soap, like I don't know, maybe someone can like send you a sample or something of one. Fig is really interesting because it doesn't smell like any fruit that you have smelled. It's
Uh-huh.
it's got a really like vegetal, planty, green thing about it. It's not like a dried fig where it's really sweet and syrupy. It's its own thing entirely. Like think of if you just had like fruity coconut. That's like the best I can kind of describe it. But Cadota from Lothar, it completely lacks the milky lactonic aspect of it. So it's almost just like the fig leaf or tree and the cedar. That's what you're getting. That's a classic combination of scents is fig and cedar. Like the elements of fig and cedar, and maybe some amber at the end to round it all out. Yeah, Cadota really is a beautiful scent. It reminds me of like playing out in the yard with like a water hose as a kid, and like it smells like that almost like metallic mineral water kind of smell coming out of the hose. Um, it's really beautiful, and it also has this like green like you snap like a branch in half and you smell the inside of a branch. Like it's like that, but like with like this fresh mineral water kind of scent to it. It's really beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, Hags does have a fig. I do remember seeing that. I can't remember the name of it, but I do remember seeing it. I think that's actually going away. There's like 10 soaps or 8 soaps that Hags is not restocking to make way for their new line, but I did see that. Yeah, and Elysian has an awesome green fig. I haven't tried that. I thought PAA had a fig. If I'm not mistaken, isn't what is this? Dapalier? Have you tried Dapper Doc? Does Dapper Doc have fig in it? Maybe that's lilac.
Maybe someone in the comments can tell us because I don't know.
But yeah, Dapalier is Gondolier and Dapper Doc combined, and so that's like a rose and lilac, and I thought it was fig, but maybe it's
honestly not.
Take it easy,
smelled
Carlitos.
anything in the shaving like fragrance sphere that I find is accurate to what fig ought to smell like. Because I feel like it's one of those things that it's really hard to dislike. But
like for some reason, when I think of fig, I think of
like
Fig Newtons.
That. You're not gonna get that like gourmand syrupy thing
like
at all. It's sweet in a drier sense. It's really elegant and fresh, and like it's like the perfect spring scent. When everything's blooming, the flowers are coming out. It's like I don't know. It just makes me happy thinking about it because I can't wait for spring and like all the flowers, the florals and stuff, and like I've got Creed Silver Mountain water coming too, so that's kind of like a floral, fresh kind of scent. And I'm
Yes.
looking forward to
Yes.
that big
You're
mood
gonna love
lift
that.
that comes with the spring, you know? But
Yeah. So there you go. Doc is lilac, fig, and
so
Victorian
maybe
limes.
there is some perceivable fig in that one. I just don't. I didn't find that summer fig from Ariana and Evans was accurate. It didn't smell. It smelled more like, I don't know, like a shampoo or something to me, like herbal essence or something like that. Didn't really do
Yeah,
it for me.
yeah.
Um,
So for my frag today after the shave, I'm just gonna go with King Timoho, which is striped gold. This is their kind of their homage to
oh, cool.
green Irish tweed. Yeah, not really in the same vein as Lost Fort, but you know, as close as I have.
Well, obviously, I put on Naxos, and this, I think, is something that I'm going to be able to wear all year round. It's like a bright tobacco scent, which sounds crazy, but it's sweet. It's like got like a honeyed tobacco thing going on, and the opening is really crazy too because it's like kind of citrusy. There's some florals going on, but uh, it's not like granny floral or anything. It's like its own thing entirely. It's really beautiful. I think there's some lavender or something. It's hard to pin down. It's really a really well blended scent. Like you can't really, aside from the tobacco, it's difficult to deconstruct what you're actually smelling. But I think you're gonna love Naxos and Neo because I have a sample of a Neo dupe and it's gorgeous. So
Yeah, like I got the A&E Hudson Street, which Peter didn't make this. This was when he was having soaps made for him. And so this is a homage to Xerjoff Neo. And this smells fantastic. I would love a actual EDP of this. So if Neo smells anything like that, I'm definitely going to get
I'm interested
that as
to hear, like, do you get like a almost like a cola note from that at all? Like some people talk about Neo, like it smells like cola. Yes.
Like Coca-Cola?
Like see if you can get that from it. But if you can't, that's okay too, because a lot of people don't get that either. Maybe it's
maybe like a little hint of it kind of in the back, at least for this. Maybe a little hint of it in the background. But this is more like
it's like neroli.
it's more like it's like fresh, not citrusy though, but not like I don't know. It's hard.
Is
to
it like
describe.
kind
It's
of
its own thing.
like a sour fruitiness up top? Like that
Not sour, but there definitely is a little bit of fruitiness. Not like fruitiness like a citrus fruit, but like a darker type of fruit.
I get citrus. I get
Yeah.
neroli. I get lemon. I don't know. Maybe that's just the dupe that I have. But give me 1 second. I gotta grab something real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah. What's up, Samurai? Kim. What's up, Kim? Was that on my list? I think it was actually. I don't remember off the top of my head, Craig, but yeah, this is actually really cool. And again, Peter didn't make it, but very interesting that they chose to go with Neo for this Hudson Street. I want to get the slab for it. But I thought it was kind of cool that he re-released that, you know, because for an artisan to release something that was like one of their first things, usually the way it goes is, for the most part, not always, but for the most part, people like to move on from the things that they've done. You know, especially artists, they like to kind of leave the work that they did in the past, and they don't come back to it. But I thought it was really cool that he decided to come back to it, something that he had before, you know, before he was making his own soaps.
Speaking of like historical stuff like that, so the reason why I recommend trying that Diptyque fragrance is because that was whenever niche became niche. Like, it's a historical scent. I believe it was made in 94 or 96, and it's what made Fig like super popular, and people really like got it. Like, it was really in the like fashion scene back then. They only had an EDT concentration, and now they have an EDP. Really, there's the difference between the two is that you get more depth with the EDP and like maybe an hour more of longevity, apparently, according to online. But I think because I made a mistake because I wanted to get the EDP, but I accidentally got the EDT instead. But I'm actually kind of glad because that was the first version of it that came out, and I get to try like a historical scent in that way. In my research, I also learned that David Bowie's signature scent was Silver Mountain Water. So that's kind of cool too. I've actually never had like a decant or anything of Silver Mountain Water. The only thing I have remotely close to that is that soap from Saponificio. But Diptyque is a really cool French fragrance house. If you find yourself looking at it and you're curious about fig scents, I think that they're like the place I would send you. Like, I'll recommend Debaser to people from DS and Durga, but I think you get better value buying through Decant X right now because it's 20% off, and you get a 5 ml decant versus a 1.5 ml decant that would be like $10 versus like a $15 decant from Decant X.
Oh, their prices are fantastic. I opted to get all of the 5 mils with the little I don't have it here, but one of those little travel things because I like being able to take them with me. So I opted to get, and I got like Parfums de Marley Carlisle and what was the other one? Inicio Parfums Musk Therapy, and I have actually a small thing of Diptyque Sandalwood because when I first started talking to Johnny, that was one of the things he was saying was like the Diptyque Sandalwood is like phenomenal, and to check that out. And I was like, okay, because I didn't really know the difference between.
What you know, is it drier? Is it like creamier? What kind of sandalwood is it?
A little bit creamier, definitely on the creamier side. It is a little dry, but it's definitely on the cream. It's got a lot of depth to it. That's the word that I like to use that you used. That there's a lot of texture, like there's layers to it, and it's not just like a blast in the face of just the one specific note. Like Barrister and Mann Sandalwood, I don't know if you've smelled that, but that's like one specific note that's like there's really no depth to it at all, and it's a very woody type of.
So the word I like to use for like one note kind of scents like that, and it's a popular phrasing for this kind of thing, is fragrances being linear. Like, they don't have an evolution to them. It's just maybe one or two notes up front, and you don't really get an evolution of the fragrance as you wear it. So it's like linear timeline kind of deal, you know?
That's kind of what the Barrister and Mann Sandalwood is. And although it's a seasonal, and I don't know if it'll come back this year, it is a nice sandalwood. It's definitely a unique sandalwood. It doesn't smell like any of the other sandalwoods. I have like 10 sandalwoods, and they don't smell anything like that one. So it's kind of its own unique thing. But it's not like Diptyque is like totally different. It's like the opposite end of the spectrum. Not like Todd's end of the spectrum, floral, but it's definitely a lot.
That's the kind of sandalwood I like. So you're probably not missing out on anything by not getting the DS and Durga stuff. Knowing that you've tried that,
Mhm.
I would just recommend like enjoying that fragrance and maybe trying the diptyque instead of like buying all that DS and Durga stuff, um, which Howard did, and he said that he really loves a lot of the fragrances that are in that, which I'm not surprised because DS and Durga is amazing. Um, I just I think there's like area to explore beforehand, which
Yeah.
I should have done. There's so many like larger names like that I still need to explore.
Hoffman's Road Trip. I haven't. Actually, no, I don't have that one. I haven't tried that one. If you're talking in terms of fruity, one that I like that's like super fruity is 345 Shark Bite. Have you
No,
tried that yet?
is that like a juicy pineapple kind of scent?
Yep. A very coconut, well, not too much coconut, but like a very pineapple citrus type of scent with a little bit of coconut in there. I love coconut. That's like one of my favorite scent notes. But I know a lot of people don't like coconut, but it just
I
depends on how it's blended. Because some coconuts like
I
overpowering, you know.
question your morals. I question you as a person if you don't like coconut. Like, what is wrong with you? It's one of the most
Uh,
wonderful fragrances in the world, the smell of coconut.
I agree.
I lump you in with people who don't like dogs, who don't like cats. Like, you're the same kind of, what will I attest to? I'm sorry, I'm looking. Oh. No,
That's an
I know.
inside.
I've
It's an
I've been
inside
hearing it
joke.
for like the last 3 days. You guys, you guys really know how to run a joke into the ground. I respect it.
Like one of the coconut ones that I really like that's fantastic is this PAA
Oh,
coconut high jump, which is it's a mix of high jump 47 and coconut something. I forget, maybe I forget what the coconut is called, but that is fantastic. And I like high jump 47. A lot of people actually don't. They think it's kind of bland, a bland like cologne type. I hate when people use the term cologne, but they think it's like a it's if they think it's like a bland cologne type scent. But the combination of the two gives it some texture and
Cologne
depth. I love it.
definitely helps me understand what the fragrance will smell like.
Yeah, because some of those are like when I think of cologne, I think of like Avon, you know, like really super powerful, overpowering the Avon stuff that was made for people who were
When I
smoking in
hear
bars back in the
cologne,
90s.
I think of cheap musks used in aquatic fragrances. That's what I smell
Yes.
or think of.
Hmm.
It's not a good connotation for me. That's kind of why I've gone back and forth between enjoying niche fragrance and more mainstream fragrance. There's a time and place for mainstream. Like if you're doing something that is like like you don't want to freak people out, like, and you just want to feel good about yourself. There's some really nice ones out there. In fact, like, I mean, I have what do I have? I have Polo Red EDT. Like, I've got Uomo, which I would put in
Yeah.
that category by Salvatore Ferragamo.
Hmm.
But those are fantastic fragrances. Like, I think it's the cardamom in them that I'm like honing in on. Perhaps I don't really know. I can't remember what, but they have like a similar DNA. Those two fragrances, and I think it's the cardamom that I'm smelling.
I'm definitely finding that I'm a fan of more of the niche houses than I am of the, you know, the more mass produced bigger
Yeah,
houses.
for sure.
Like a lot lot of the Inicio stuff is really good. A lot of the Parfums de Marly is really good. Like I got, I just got Oud for Greatness because I
Yeah,
acquired this
that looks
Ishtar
like the SV
from,
splash bottles. What's it like
yeah.
getting the splash out of
And
those? Can I
so,
see how like the
yeah. Oh, another thing I did too. I was talking to, it might have been Johnny, but I didn't remember. It might have been someone else. But they were saying to label your bottles when you open them because usually these things only last about uh, what was it? It was
Oh
two
yeah, that
two
was
years, okay, two and a
definitely
half,
Johnny
two
saying
years.
that. Oh, it's got a little restrictor. Cool. Okay. I thought it was like a Coors Light can or something, you know, like those weird cans.
Where it's like this, like you mean like this? This is the Murphy and McNeil Bull and Bell. It's like they're not their cheaper line, but I think I said this before. It's a company that they basically purchased, maybe from Connecticut, but the company stopped making the soaps and stuff and splashes. This
That's
has nothing.
unacceptable.
Yeah. So when you go to pour this out, like it's you got to put your finger on it. It's a whole
Yeah, I mean, I don't
process.
mind doing that, but I'm wondering if anyone can answer this. Does anyone know if this is the same um, threading in the Yates handle for the Dracont? I would assume that they are, but I can't be sure. So I'm kind of like, I've only used this twice like this. I don't want to keep doing it and mess up the threading on the top cap, you know? So I'm just gonna,
Yeah. I know there is a type of threading. It has like an
yeah,
actual name for it. Like the Overlander has its own type of threading, and I forget what it's called, but nothing feels as good as the Overlander feels when you're threading it on. Like even my Copercon, it's fine. It works great. The threading's nice on it, but it doesn't have that like locking feeling
the
when you're threading it on.
possibilities are endless.
Have you ever seen this too? Like I thought this was kind of weird. Well, not weird, but kind of interesting. Here's the Ishtar artwork, but look at this.
Wow. Yeah, I have seen colored soap like that before. It's it's more popular like over in Europe and the UK because I maybe it's a Spanish thing or something because I like what's the brand? Oku. They were making their own soap and it had different colors like
Mm-hmm.
that. So it's cool. I kind of enjoy it. Like it doesn't actually affect the color of
Yeah,
the
it's
lather
different.
for me. Maybe that does, but I'm not really sure. Did you find that the lather color changed or?
I don't know. I didn't lather it yet. I
Oh,
was going
okay.
to later
Got
on
it.
today. Just kind of experiment with it. But the splash itself, I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and it
So
is like
is
pretty
that
powerful stuff.
like an Oud for Greatness scent or what is it?
I don't know. I was trying to look that up to see if it was, but maybe somebody in the comments knows. But I was trying to see if that's what it was because there's another Oud for something, and it's made by a different company that Oud for Greatness, I guess, was based on. Um, Maybe
There,
or as an homage to I don't know, but
yeah,
there was
there's
another
another one.
Oud for
I
something. I
don't
can't
remember
remember,
the name of it to be honest.
but I don't know if that was based on Oud for Greatness or the other one. But they don't smell like the dry down on this does smell very similar to the dry down on Oud for Greatness, but the opening and kind of midway through doesn't really
Mm.
smell the same like at all, at least to my nose. What's up, Mark?
How's Mark? How's the strop stuff going right now? I know you know you've started offering your strops and got your website up and everything. I mean, I hope that people are buying them because honestly, they're missing out if they're not.
Yeah, they're amazing quality.
I wish that like I could get this in the hands of like everybody and let them try it, see for themselves.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm really excited for spring to be coming. I'm really excited for like to be able to use like my fresher scents again and just like the sunlight and I don't know. It's gonna be good.
Do you cater your stuff for seasons,
Yeah,
seasonal?
I went through like a period where I thought I was like cool for like not using my stuff conventionally like that, but now I really like to match them up for the season because I feel like if I'm wearing like an oud fragrance in the middle of summer at nighttime, it's just like people are like, "What the fuck is that?" You know? So, guy, like, dude, and here comes Bilu. Like his ears must have been ringing. Um, but yeah, I've just got so many like fresh scents that I want to use. Uh, well, more so like fragrances that I have decanted and stuff, but um, I don't know. Like I really love the darker, cozy fragrances, but man, I'm just tired of the warmer scents. I want the fresh, uplifting stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I love some of that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like especially the citrus stuff. I'm a big fan of the citrus stuff, so I can't wait for spring when it's not like, offensive to people when you're wearing something that
Yeah.
doesn't match at all
Yeah, but
completely.
what is cool is whenever you have something that kind of sits in between and you can wear it in the nighttime in the warmer months, where there's like a more chilly
Yeah.
night or something. I feel like it makes me feel really mysterious and, you know, I'm feeling myself whenever I do it.
I hear you.
um,
Yes,
oh, do you need to go?
they were. I was being called. It's all good. But yeah, I mean, we've been going for an hour here. I'm pretty
Yeah.
much pretty much all set. But thanks for coming on. I appreciate doing
Yeah,
the
man,
live
I
and the
always
shave
enjoy it
together.
and like open invitation to anyone like if you like my door is always open like please like message me like talk with me if I'm not talking to you it's not because like I don't want to it's because I just haven't and you know like I see people going live a lot
Hmm.
and uh I I don't know like I remember whenever I was first getting into the community, not to like derail and like make this a whole bunch longer, but um, I saw certain people, like I put them on a pedestal and I was like, it's probably weird of me to reach out to this person. Like they seem kind of cold, like they've been here a long time, like they probably don't want to hear from me. That's not true. Like I made some of my best friends in the community by reaching out to those people and I want people to feel welcome like in my DMs and to just like feel welcome to talk with me and invite me to stuff. Like you're never gonna annoy me with anything. Like I'm okay with being tagged on everything. Like it's nice, you know. It's not at
Yeah,
least
me
for me.
too.
Some people get annoyed by it, but I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, no, I agree. I know sometimes some of those giveaway things you get like 100 different tags, but I don't really care. I think that's cool and flattering that somebody would even think to
Yeah,
tag me in
for
something like
sure.
that.
You're come on, Carlos, stop that. I don't like this self-deprecating bit. I don't like it. I think John's rubbing off on you, and not in a good way. All right.
All right, buddy.
I'll
Thank
see
you.
you later, man. Take care.
Thank you, everybody. And take care,
Bye,
everyone. Have a great day.
guys.
Enjoy your weekend.